Hello and welcome to Cigar Box Guitars, aka the Dutch Man in San Marcos. I am the DISM, and we're coming to you with another episode of the tennis racket right here. Tennis racket Diddley bow, and we're getting close to the end. I'm going to give you some live shots on the bench or working for a change. And so let's get going. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give you some updates before I get you to the bench and get working. What I did was I actually got the appeasio glued onto here. I kind of made a slot and glued it in there, but I found out some of the glue is blocking my strings. So we'll have to fix that so it'll go in there good. But as you can see, it fits in there really nice now. And so then it'll be a matter of gluing the ball on here, getting the ball up there, and then getting the jack, this guy here, soldered to this guy, getting this guy here soldered to this guy, which we'll do that on the bench and I'll show you, and getting a hole drilled in here so that'll fit. And then I'm just going to hot glue it because I can't find the screw for that one, and hopefully it'll be strong enough. I do have another little piece of wood that I might put down in there to hold it once it gets inside, but we'll size that up and we'll get going on the bench here and we'll get working. I don't know if I showed you this, maybe I didn't. I did make, out of that antler bone, I did make a bridge. And I'm thinking, I sanded, you can see I sanded it flat there, but I might have to sand it. It might be too tall the way it is, but I always can sand more off the bottom to make it flatter. So I might have to cut it down a little bit, but we'll go from here. The spot it'll be is right here, like that. But that might be too tall for the distance here, so we might have to cut that down. And what I'll do is I'll cut it this way on the bandsaw, flat or straight. But I did get a fret. You can see I slotted it and got a jumbo fret glued in there for the brake part, so it's not wearing on the bone. But yeah, we'll see how that works. I gotta run like a fake string and see how high it puts this string. A diddley bow, it can be pretty high, but we don't want it terribly high, so I want to get this one a little lower. So we'll see what the break angle will look like when I get a string on here. And I'm guessing my mark on this thing is right here, so it's going to have a really steep break, which I might want to make it a little lesser. So we'll go through those details as we go. I still didn't get this glued, or I might just cut this one. It might look better. Maybe I'll just cut that one off. But we got this all up and going, the tuner. So let's get you set up on the bench. It's a mess now, but it'll be cleaner. So let me break away and get this all ready to go. Get this all ready to go over here, and we'll get going. Okay, here we go. We're back on the bench. As I can see, I got the cut antler. You can see that. So we got to get this guy soldered up to here, and I'm debating whether I should put more wire on it. And I'm thinking that might be better, just because these wires are so thin and vulnerable. So I don't know. I'll it's always hard to see what I should do. Maybe I'll put some more wires on that. Let me go over to my soldering iron and the wire and put longer wires on that so I can solder it well on here. Just like maybe an inch or so, and they'll be a little heavier because these are such thin wires. And I'm fearing that I'm not gonna have a long enough, even though it's gonna throw some extra in there. It's all gonna be glued up and in there because it's really, it would be tight. But maybe I could do it. Let's see this one here. Maybe I'll try to solder because my plan is I'm just gonna fill it all up with hot glue and smash it all together. And once it's all in there, it'll be sealed in there. So let me put you on hold. Let me go solder this. I got a solderer over there, and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, one more thing before I go to solder. I forgot. I've got to get this thing up and in here and the wires through here, because once I get it soldered, this won't go through stuff. So let me get that in place before I cut away here, and then let me twist these for now. And we got to get this up in there. I would have had it soldered and wouldn't be able to get this, because this has to be on the back side of those strings. I had one little problem of the glue got mounted up here, so that string wants to stand up, but it kind of levels it, so I'm okay with it. I just want to make sure I have it in there good. And now these guys, let's see, I don't know if I've got enough. See, if I solder this way, I don't have enough wire, so let me put wire on those. Maybe I can always run I can add wire and I can always run it through. So let me put wire on those. I think I changed my mind there. So let me be right back. I'll go to the soldering iron over there and wire it up. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back from the soldering bench. As you can see, I got it all soldered up. So this guy's ready to go in the tennis ball. I added some wires, like I said, because those are just too short. So now I need to find a drill bit this size, a little less than the thing, so I can screw. And I'm thinking I'm going to put it in the back so this thing can I'm going to wrap these around so this thing can kind of sit like that in the ball. So I got to find a drill bit now to fit this so it'll poke through here, and we'll see how the rubber drills out. So I'm guessing that might be a little too big, but it'll be flexible. So we gotta give this a try of drilling a hole like straight through here. So let's get that. Maybe since it's flexible, I'd rather have it tighter than looser. Let me go with this size. Yeah, that's like jack size. Because I want it to push through and really stick. Because when you push the jack in this thing, you don't want it moving much. So let me try that first to see how it drills, and then we'll see if we can get this thing set up. through pretty good. I don't know if that'll be big enough because the rubber is flexible. Maybe I'll try with that bigger one now that I did a pilot hole kind of. Let's go bigger. That went through pretty easy. Because I'm having a sense that it'll flex back. There we go. Get some of that fuzz off. And I'm glad I had those long wires on here to have the fingers to be able to push this in. Come on, baby, get through there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think that'll do it. And then I'll get a big glob of glue in there. I had my glue gun fired up here. We will hot glue this. I did test it with my little amp and make sure that this was hooked up and working. See how that is. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Push that back. Yeah, right like that. Oops, I knocked my light out. What happened here? My light went out. I must have got unplugged. So, the game plan is how do I get all that together to hold? Which brings me back to the screw thing. I'm not saying it because I'm actually thinking. So let me pause you a minute to see what my next move is to attach this. Because it's going to need quite a bit of pressure. That's why I'm thinking if I can get a screw to hit those, and I can line it up by where I'm here. If I can get a screw to hit that wood block, it'd be a lot better. Then I don't have to open it all up and get all glue around the jack and everything. So let me be right back. We're gonna go for broke and see if we can hit those blocks to where they're at. Maybe I can go by the string. Yeah, probably right in here. Because if I can get 2 screws in it, like here and here, that would really hold it nicely. So let me go right back. I'm going to try to see if I can hit those blocks. Maybe attempt with one of these little drills like this and see if I can hit wood. So hang on a minute. Yay! Victory! We got it. I was able to get a screw in here to hold it all together, and I glued in the jack. Luckily, I put another little piece of wood in there which caught it, and I was able to just kind of guess it and run a long screw down in it. So now I'm just going to I'm going to hot glue all around here, just fill it up with glue so the extra hold it. And we got it. So that's where the bridge should be. Now we're going to just have to drill a hole here and watch out for these strings. Hopefully I can get it by the string holes. I'll have to drill a hole right through here. That'll be a guessing game. But yeah, look at, we got it. We got it. But I'm gonna secure it up with a bunch of glue around here. Just kind of fill it up. And yeah, we'll call that a success. So this is the messy part with the glue. So let's see what we can do here. Get some hot glue down in here. Come on, baby, work. Just when you need it, your hot glue gun don't want to work. Come on. Ah. I don't want it to get too messy. Just to get a little more holding power in there. Hot. That glue is hot now. Burn my skin. Oh, I see. I'm getting a leak out here. I'm just going to hold that until it kind of seals. And we'll get rid of the strings later. Kind of push that down. Hope I didn't burn my hands. The glue was flowing good. And then we'll check the apizio, make sure, that'd be just my luck. The apizio would freak out after all that drilling and rubbing around. I don't see any blisters on my hands. Hold it together till it sets up. And one thing about hot glue, you gotta wait till it cools It's cool out here today, but I'll do is put a clamp on her. That clamp ain't big enough. Can't reach my clamps. I think I got it. I think I got it set now. I think I got it set now. Feels pretty solid. Feels pretty solid. So we got our jack hole right here. Let's try that out. It plugs in. Try our little amp here. See if we got. Sounds pretty sensitive. Hey, it works. Cool. Kind of stiff, but it'll work. Just have to be careful. Be careful pulling it out when we get it in there. But I think we got it all set. Get some of this hot glue running off out of here. Okay. All right, so let me go find a drill for this. So I think we'll call it a show. The last one will be stringing it up and then playing it, because I still have to fiddle around to see if this is going to be too high. But what I'll do is I'll drill a hole, and then we'll call it the show. So let me find a drill bit. Hang on a minute. Hello, so we're back. Hey, I still started goofing around. I got the hole drill right here. Didn't have any trouble with the string. I thought I heard something spring. Found an old guitar string, and we're going to try to wire this up and see what happens. So it goes through here. We'll get that on. Get the bridge halfway in place here. We want to go this way. Well, we'll put that in once we get this wound up a little bit. I don't have much string, so I'm just going to do it. And it's not a good one. I always can put a better one on here. Well, let's get this cranked up a little bit. Get a loop on here. What'll happen is after I get this up and running, then it becomes the tweaking part. Because I don't have a bridge screw here either. So I'm going to have to install that. I'm going to have to find one. But let me see if I can get this thing twisted. Okay, got that going. Let's see if I can get this nut in here. Yeah, I'm thinking it's too tall. So you can hear it works. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to cut that in half. Well, that sounds nice. So, let's see how our arpeggio works. Let's plug our arpeggio in, since I got the little amp here. See what we got. I still got my hot glue gun burning here, but I wanted to kind of get a little completion for it. As you can see, I didn't even use it the right way, so that's telling me I'm gonna have to actually cut that in half, which won't be no problem. So we'll plug this baby in here. That went in okay. Oh, nice. Alright, let me get you on the bench so I can show this. Alright, here we go. To end the show, we have the completed diddly bow. Have to make a little I just did this temporarily just to hear how it all sounds, but you can hear it sounds good. There we go. Tennis, anyone? Or diddly bow? Came out good. I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I'll probably cut this lower. It tells me I only needed half of that size. You know, cut it square so I can break it on there. And then I've got to find a screw for here to be kind of like a break point, but maybe not. I like the way it sounds. So there we have it. The tennis racket diddly bow is finished even with a tennis ball on it. It looked like I just hit the tennis ball, but we're plugged in with the arpeggio. That baby has some good arpeggio-ness. So we got the little grommet in there, and then a grommet on that side to hold it. So there we go. Pretty cool. All done. Tennis racket diddly bow. I got another two tennis rackets over there, so I can make another one. If you'd like one of these, let me know. Now that I kind of got it figured out, and we'll put one together. I did try putting a screw on it to hold it all together, and that worked out pretty well. So I'll probably do that again if I make another one with the blocks. So there we go. And when you do these, you never know how they're going to sound. So that'll do it. Hey, subscribe, like, tell your friends, make a comment if you want one of these. I'll sell you one of them if I can put another one together like I did. This is kind of the original designed one. But let me know. It's now I can't put it down. It's kind of fun. I just want to play it the way it is. But there we go. The tennis racket diddly bow. Tennis, anyone? Have a great time. We'll see you next week. We'll start probably on our new or not new, but the 6-string that I got that neck from. So have a good week, and we'll see you later.